The challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim.
Carl Froch vs Jermaine Taylor disebut sebagai Continental Colloid adalah pertandingan tinju profesional yang diperebutkan pada tanggal 25 April 2009 untuk kejuaraan kelas menengah Super WBC. Pertarungan tersebut digelar di Foxwoods Odds Resort Casino di Ledyard, Connecticut, Amerika Serikat pada 25 April 2009.
Texting, and the most amazing thing is they think Froch is going down and losing.
Carl Froch taking the biggest gamble of his career. If he wins, he becomes part of boxing's elite. If he loses, he goes back home with nothing. Jermaine Taylor, a must-win fight. If he wins, he's right back in the spotlight. But if he loses, the back of the line, round one.
The battle of the jab will be very interesting for these two fighters.
Taylor missing with the wild left hook. Froch feels that he's a natural super middleweight. Nice right hand by Jermaine Taylor, comes up in weight.
He's already taken some big right hands from Taylor. Froch has stopped throwing his...
Taylor's trainer wants him to start boxing again, just like he did with work angles. Make sure that you allow...
Pada round pertama ini, kedua petinju masih berhati-hati dan mereka saling melontarkan pukulan. Mereka masih terlihat bermain dengan hati-hati dan penuh sportivitas.
Even did it most recently, I think, from round 6 on, especially when the fight went inside. Froch patient, and I would imagine that he wants to see how Taylor is.
And he's gotten a little taste of it so far.
Short left hook on a pivot by Taylor. And that's the end of the first.
The jab. Now, Taylor landed this right hand right off the get-go. That was 15 or 20 seconds into the fight. Froch was able to get that right hand home and push Taylor back. Not as good as Taylor's, but Taylor tested him early with that right hand. And boy,
WBC middleweight champion Keith Holmes in 2000, and he was TKO'd in the 11th. Round 2.
You know, Gus, that's almost exactly the way most people that look at this fight...
Patient because he would like, if he can't get something early, Jermaine Taylor in the deep water. Because of his reputation as being a Taylor, though, looks much more relaxed than we've seen him in the past. But it looks like he has terrific rhythm to start.
And when he uses them, he's a tough guy to...
Pada ronde kedua ini, kedua petinju mulai berani masuk dengan melontarkan pukulan kerasnya. Mereka masih terlihat bermain dengan hati-hati dan penuh sportivitas. Sampai saat ini belum ada petinju yang jatuh karena pukulan lawan.
For 12, the WBC Super Middleweight Championship. Froch.
And he did land a very nice right hand there. It didn't do much damage to Taylor.
Now Taylor, at the end of the second round, Taylor throws a big right hand.
What did you see? Hey. And then let's be busy. Down the middle and short hooks, and when you're there underneath straight away. Don't go wide with nothing, okay?
On it.
Yeah.
Fight was a WBC Super Middleweight. Taylor blocking that 1-2.
From so far out, doesn't often get countered, but he's facing a man who's a much better counterpuncher than the people he's been facing.
Who defeated one of the greatest fighters in the world twice, Bernard Hopkins.
Pada ronde ketiga ini, kedua petinju mulai berani mulai bermain keras, banyak pukulan keras mengenai wajah mereka. Kedua petinju mukanya mulai terlihat lebam karena terkena pukulan.
Froch starting to get his confidence now.
Menjelang akhir ronde 3, pukulan keras bertubi-tubi mengenai muka Carl Froch dan membuat Froch hilang kesadaran dan jatuh.
Frotch bull rushed him, which Robert McCracken told him he did carelessly, and he did. A right hand lands from Jermaine Taylor and sends Frotch to the canvas.
With the jab and the right hand left hook comes off it when it's there. Don't force it.
So I agree with the one score.
Round 5, Frotch in the black and red trunks. Jermaine Taylor in the black, red. Taylor knocking down Frotch. In the Taylor establishing his jab as we start the 5th. It's been doing a nice job stepping Frotch even a little bit to the body. They've worked on it in the gym. Only 2 cameras there, and those ways. And at the steakhouse in New York earlier this.
Pada ronde ini permainan semakin seru dan Karel Frotch mulai bangkit kembali dan banyak pukulan Frotch yang masuk mengenai muka Taylor.
In the 5th round, he's been to evolve to see where Taylor is conditioning-wise. If he can go 6 through 12 with the same kind of intention.
I want you to bend them freaking knees, and that's both sides of the body. Both sides. And come out.
Let's keep it clean. Let's go. First title defense. Taylor telling us that after losing to Kelly Pavlik twice, he had
beat Pavlik. No, they told Frotch in his jab to 1-2 and be busier, and he's having a hard time doing those things.
Nice right hand.
That's
Another right hand. The 3rd round as Taylor scored a right hand for 12. Both fighters exchanging stiff jabs.
You know,
he's found his range over the top.
Now, discernible difference in which Frotch is doing better.
Haunting.
Go either way.
Left hook by Frotch. He blocks Taylor's jab. Taylor, nice work at the end of the round.
That's it. Still got to get some body work inside. So that you don't have to hold, you don't have to stay out there with it. He the one is getting.
Frotch in the black, red, white, and blue trunks. Most of those punches.
6, which was a great right, and there's another one. The question will be, could those right hands have more? We'll probably get a chance to find out.
Body in this fight. Trainer telling him he wants to throw shots to.
A more diversified attack than Carl Frotch.
For all intents and purposes.
He really did to a great several times and lost to a very good champion in Kelly Pavlik.
Frotch.
Behind the head, be careful.
And that's it.
Right hand to block the jab of Taylor because he keeps his left hand so low. There is the jab that they're talking about. He does not bring his right hand over. If you keep your left hand low, like Carl Frotch does, you need to employ the same defense Kenny Norton and Archie Moore used to use. Bring your right glove over to block your face. He doesn't really do that.
That's the crab, or as Archie Moore would call it, the mongoose. Round 8 scheduled for 12. For the WBC super middleweight champions, he's been in wars. Bernard Frotch from Nottingham, England, making his
There's a change in this fight. Frotch is getting that right hand. From Taylor's perspective, I think they both have very good records, and it's not as if Taylor has been bad in the last part of fights. It's just he's not as good as he is early in fights. So he's got
Taylor waiting. He may have been Taylor backing up. He hasn't backed up. Now he's on his toes. Taylor is foggy. He's trying to clear his head and buy time.
Carl Frotch is a different fighter when he uses the jab. I hope Michael Ortega doesn't take any points away.
Nice left.
Frotch should just keep doing jabs, straight right hands, and come forward.
Right cross through. Taylor putting his punches together at the end of the round. Trying to steal it. They butt heads. And wow, Jermaine Taylor with an answer.
Kraken is so right. When Frotch got all off balance and threw these ugly shots, that's when Jermaine Taylor was able to use his hand speed to get him. And that left uppercut was a monstrous punch by Jermaine Taylor. And that shook Frotch at the end.
His flag, Taylor in black with the U.S. flag.
I don't think Carl jab, straight right hands, and nothing else.
Try to change up his right hand instead of throwing it. If he could loop it around. Jab, and it's scoring big for him. Continuing Frotch's shots. Now he goes to the body.
Very effective in this round. But Frotch has landed some very good punches, Gus. And this one's up for grabs. But his pivotal rounds in terms of how the judges are scoring them.
Frotch trying to jump on Taylor. Well, sleeping well, training well. And it looks like it so far.
The move making mission, you've got to go back to him. Do you understand me?
He's not going to do that, is he?
Yeah, but you've got to be busier. You can't let him hit you with the eye-catching punches and steal the round. We're not doing any work. You've got to be really busy, and you've got to shorten them up.
Chris Givens from the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Noel Hickman from the UK Daily Express. Jack Overmeyer from Boxing Digest have Taylor in front comfortably.
Well, one as Robert McCracken's that far off. There were a couple down. They might only be a couple down.
Starting to loop that right hand.
When Frotch is busy and pushes, not counterpunching now. Frotch is winning the battle of the jab, effective, and it's hard. But Frotch is throwing more.
Combination punching by Frotch. Most of those blocked, some getting through.
He is dominating the round.
Right hand connecting by Taylor, and he doubled up the jab as he stepped back. A Frotch right back at him.
And you know, Robert McCracken made the point. What he called eye-popping does over the course of the round.
Frotch starting to go around Taylor's high guard. Through.
And that time Frotch did something interesting. He slipped one of Taylor's punches. She doesn't always do.
Frotch does have a great chin. Left hook connecting for Taylor. That
nice right hands early, and one of those rights.
Frotch going down in the third round.
Stay off his neck. Stay off his neck. Time.
Round number 11 scheduled for.
And to the other, Taylor winning. Frotch has taken control of Jermaine Taylor right now.
Frotch trying to get loose. Much more active.
If you look at Carl Frotch, there's that. And Jermaine is not punching very much.
As usual, rounds. There's a big looping right hand on the button.
You know, Gus, you said something earlier, and I was almost going to take issue with you about the old right. When he loosely started getting blocked and then looping it really helped him. So look, you won our first dispute.
That's all right. Some blood coming out of the nose of Taylor are starting to creep into his head. But look at him come back and put together a combination
that Frotch had.
Frotch to the body, the left hook. Uppercut, right hand, Frotch. He wants to keep this title and take it back to England and become a superstar in his country. Taylor, right hand, chopping down. They're taken.
The uppercuts by both men have been.
Taylor with the right hand. 25 running out of gas.
But he's still throwing bombs, but I don't know if he's landing as many.
Okay? You've got to have it big, though, behind the jab and the combinations. Do me a favour, don't swing and load up because you'll hit your
In the round. Jermaine Taylor was not ready to concede this round, rallying with that monstrous uppercut. Both men landed great uppercuts in the round. And then Frotch coming back. But Jermaine Taylor having good moments in the middle of that round. Was it enough to get him the round? I don't think so.
So according to Press Row, the win
could easily be a draw or a 1 point.
round 12 for the WBC super middleweight Englishman wants to retain it. Former undisputed middleweight champion wants to take it. Taylor with some crisp around. Now Froch backs him up.
Exactly according to the script we laid out, controlling the last part like all.
Right hand has been effective for Froch. Right hand staggers Taylor. Taylor's in trouble. Froch pouring it on. Taylor, he's ready to go. Froch closing in against the former undisputed champ, and he's got him on the ropes.
Doesn't knock Jermaine Taylor. Don't give him a 10-8. It might.
Pada ronde ke-12 ini, Carl Froch yang terluka di awal pertarungan merayakan kemenangan TKO spektakulernya di ronde ke-12 Sabtu malam. Jermaine Taylor kehilangan akal sehatnya, tergeletak lemas di tali ring dan dipeluk oleh wasit Michael Ortega yang menghentikan pertarungan dengan sisa waktu 14 detik.
In the first 5, and for this man, Jermaine Taylor, what a terrific disappointment. It was an astonishing 12th round. Taylor had been in trouble most of the round, but if there had been no knockdown, there was concern that he'd still be in trouble about a decision. That knockdown is what in this fight, which of course is important depending on how the scores would have been. We take a look again at the knockdown. Jabs and right hands were the key. That is what ultimately did in Jermaine Taylor. Taylor was able to give him credit, stay up at this juncture. That's astonishing. Because he was getting hit with some monstrous punches. And give Carl Froch credit for giving himself distance to punch. He didn't get himself so caught up to get so close to Jermaine Taylor that he didn't give himself distance. And this is the end of the fight, with Ortega looking on very carefully. See, Froch gives himself enough room to punch. He doesn't smother his punches and just keeps punching.
Froch